President Cyril Ramaphosa has just wrapped up an address before the Africa Energy Indaba. The gathering is being held at the International Convention Centre in Cape Town. The Indaba provides an annual program that shapes energy policy for the African continent. Watching developments for us, there's SABC News reporter Vanessa Poonah, who joins us now live from the Cape Town International Convention Centre. And Vanessa, I saw the president also taking a moment to address journalists on the sidelines of that gathering. What did he say?
Yes, good morning to you. And what the President said, also reflected earlier on in his speech here to the Energy Indaba, was that Africa is energy rich, but yet its people are energy poor. He was talking, for example, about the continent holding 60% of solar energy, as well as substantial reserves of gas and oil reserves. And speaking to us just now, we've asked him questions around the situation in the Middle East, particularly because he was saying that this moment in time provides an opportunity for the continent to expand its energy ambitions as well as initiatives. Now, he told us a short while ago that he thinks that the situation in the Middle East is untenable. He said that what is happening is extremely concerning. A colleague of mine asked him whether he will indeed reach out to Donald Trump, the American president. He did say that South Africa and DIRCO in particular, the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, is on the ground reassuring South Africans stuck at the moment in the countries in the Middle East, including the UAE, that they will be assisted as soon as airspace opens. So just to know that the South African government does indeed care about them. He was talking about, we asked him about shipping along South Africa's coastline and increased maritime activity given the war and the current conflict in the Middle East, also the situation with the Straits of Hormuz. And he was saying that South Africa is well positioned to handle an increase in maritime traffic, and that usually when there are issues and security concerns around the world, that South African waters remain a safe space. I mean, he just concluded speaking to us a short while ago, and at the moment there is a break in the proceedings here at the Energy Indaba. It is the 18th year that this Energy Indaba is taking place. And I can tell you that what the President said on a lighter note earlier on is that he smells money. And of course, investment into energy resilience is the key focus area here, and also to ensure that while Africa at this point in time still have millions of people not having access to electricity, but saying that Africa should be at the forefront, especially now to develop energy initiatives and to make sure that each and every African citizen indeed has energy security.
It's a timely gathering, Vanessa, of course, especially when you consider what's taking place in the Middle East and the energy-related concerns. For example, if the Strait of Hormuz is inaccessible for prolonged periods of time, we know that there'll be concerns around energy accessibility when it comes to LNG and other things which may very well hit the global north. Has the president spoken at all about what this might mean for the continent? I saw even the electricity minister giving an address just before Ramaphosa took to the podium.
Yes, he did. He actually said that this conference comes at an opportune time, at a time when Africa stands really at the forefront to be able to reach and to pursue its energy ambitions. And because, like you've just said now, the conflict in the Middle East at the moment provides for South Africa, or for Africa, to tap into its energy reserves. I mean, he was talking about, I mentioned there just now, solar, for example. He was talking about another aspect that South Africa is rich in, and that is critical minerals that is also needed for technology as well as energy across the world, saying that now is the time for Africa to essentially, if you will, not his words, mine, to cash in on the reserves that we do have, and that it's well positioned at this point in time, given the conflict that at this point seems to be escalating quite rapidly, saying that Africa now stands at the brink of reaching its energy ambitions.